peace.
Black people are tired. We can't breathe. And yes, the intent is for everyone to be equal, but until we reach that point, we have to recognize that Black lives matter.
If you wrong someone, just your words don't rectify that wrong.
It comes a certain point where you start to question how much a policy change can change a person's attitude and behavior.
How do you start that dialogue for the people, for the people who want to learn and want to listen?
I don't want to feel like I need to be the representative of an entire group of people.
When they have these closed door meetings and they're creating policies, it's like there's no Black people at these meetings. There's no perspective change.
I think she kind of hit the point of, and really everybody did, of it kind of being twofold. One, you have to be willing to have that uncomfortable conversation and sit down and talk to the people who are around you. And two, they have to be willing to listen and accept that there is an experience there that they cannot bring to the table.
We'll focus on brave Black college athletes who took the time to talk about their experiences and represent their Black teammates, Black student athletes in the state of Iowa, and Black student athletes at predominantly white universities.
They were saying, like, we support you. I'm sorry I didn't reach out sooner. I didn't know what to say. And I understand that, but it's the same script that I've been getting from people.
Frustrated with a number of my teammates because of their silence. To me, at this point, I feel like it's personally unacceptable. I know you pay attention to politics. And, now in a time of need where, people like me need your support, you're silent. So it's like that's where, to me, it's really, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth with a number of people. And it's frustrating, honestly.
That they've felt uncomfortable talking about it, as if to say they're more uncomfortable than you to have that conversation.
And for them, it's like, I know, like, some of my friends, they're like, oh yeah, I don't really get into that or look at that too much. I'm like, you're not getting into it or looking about it or like talking about it because it's not affecting you personally.
We have to start acknowledging the differences to change them. My fear of getting pulled over when I'm not dressed like this, or the fears I have for my future kids' experiences, are not an illusion.
I said, Justin's the whitest Black guy I know. And I used to be one of those, like, joking, haha, but now I'm really trying to get that role. If you wouldn't say that in front of the person, then don't say it at all. So kind of like if you have nothing nice to say, don't say it. And it didn't hit me till later, like, that was horrible. Like, why did I say that? Like I said, it makes me want to. But I can't believe I was that insensitive.
How do you exist as a white ally in Black spaces?
We're always learning, and we always have to remain open to learning and to being teachable and to not being defensive about it, to understand that even if it feels like as a white person I'm being called out, what I'm really being given is the opportunity to be educated.
We are a representation of what this country is. It's a divide between white and Black and a disconnect between white and Black. And if we can do it, the country can do it.
Yeah.
We're going to continue the conversation we started back in June, talking more with Black athletes on how race impacts what people see in them.
I've been really happy and not surprised, but really just taken back by the accountability that my head coach took. Because in the first interview, I stated that, me and other Black student athletes on the football team sticks together. So he really took that to heart, and he really challenged himself with that statement, and he actually played it in front of the whole team.
I never really dove into, okay, this is how maybe our Black players are feeling at this time.
The barriers Jack Trice had to overcome may be less visible, but are still in effect in 2020.
It's something that, can we get over? Yes, but it's going to be quite the stepping stone.
That example of responding to racism is vital. It was also seen in Drake's response to Cross Robinson and their support of Johnny Bright years ago. Iowa State has immortalized Jack Trice and continues to pay tribute to his message. And the flawed, non-inclusive culture of Iowa football has undergone real change, but it takes commitment and effort to get it right. Progress is a process, and none of us, Black or white, can settle when the issue is racial inequality.